Hi, David from Caps here. You see another bonus and you know what we're about here. Bundles and sales. We got our pine, our cherry, our all-purpose cleaner by the case. We got all prices for these. Our number one top selling the grease, sir. Get the prices you want. The best prices, black disinfectant. Tape it out.
Yo, it's Rome! Naps Paradise Parang. I will be there live Friday the 5th of December. We heading down to Offside Restaurant and Lounge down in the Southland, down in South Park. You don't want to miss this. You're going to get a live performance like no other. I come in and hit all my hits. Naps alumni, big up yourself. It's Rome. I'm going to be there. So make sure and grab your tickets, grab your friends, grab the family. Come down the road and have a nice time. Cause it's Christmas, we come to drink rum. It's Christmas, now leave till it's done. Boom! We come to drink rum.
Well, well, I'm back in stock. Bleach, back in stock. And sanitizer, back in stock. Rubbing alcohol, back in stock. New in stock. Acetone, back in stock. Hi, David.
Cause it's Christmas, we come to drink rum. It's Christmas, now leave till it's done. Boom! We come to drink rum.
Well, I'm back in stock. Bleach, back in stock. And sanitizer, back in stock. Rubbing alcohol, back in stock. New in stock. Acetone, back in stock. Available in Tobago, back in stock.
When I hear her calling, it was neighbor Mildred. She come over early, say time, but I be fed. Please don't say I'm greedy, but I ain't food yet. My husband gone by his mother and left me in a
Hi, David from Caps here. You see another Promotional, you know what we're about here. Bundles and sales. We got our pine, our cherry, our all-purpose cleaner by the case. We got all prices for these. Our number one top selling the grease, sir. Get the prices you want. The best prices, black disinfectant. Tape it out.
Yo, it's room! Naps Paradise Parang. I will be there live Friday the 5th of December. We heading down to Offside Restaurant and Lounge down in the Southland, down in South Park. You don't want to miss this. You're going to get a live performance like no other. I come in and hit all my hits. Naps alumni, big up yourself. It's room. I'm going to be there. So make sure and grab your tickets, grab your friends, grab the family. Come down the road and have a nice time. Cause it's Christmas, we come to drink rum. It's Christmas, now leave till it done. Boom! We come to drink rum.
Well, well, I'm back in stock. Bleach, back in stock. Hand sanitizer, back in stock. Rubbing alcohol, back in stock. New in stock. Acetone, back in stock. More available in Tobago, back in stock.
When I hear her calling, it was neighbor Mildred. She come over early, say time but I be fed. Please don't say I'm greedy, but I ain't fool yet. My husband gone by his mother and left me in a
Hi, David from Caps here. You see another Promotional, you know what we're about here. Bundles and sales. We got our pine, our cherry, our all-purpose cleaner by the case. We got all prices for these. Our number one top selling the grease, sir. Get the prices you want. The best prices, black disinfectant. Tape it out.
neighbor Mildred. She come over early, say time but I be fed.
Yo, it's room! Naps Paradise Parang. I will be there live Friday the 5th of December. We heading down to Offside Restaurant and Lounge down in the Southland, down in South Park. You don't want to miss this. You're going to get a live performance like no other. I come in and hit all my hits. Naps alumni, big up yourself. It's room. I'm going to be there. So make sure and grab your tickets, grab your friends, grab the family. Come down the road and have a nice time. Cause it's Christmas, we come to drink rum. It's Christmas, now leave till it done. Boom! We come to drink rum.
Well, I'm back in stock. Bleach, back in stock. Hand sanitizer, back in stock. Rubbing alcohol, back in stock. New in stock. Acetone, back in stock. More available in Tobago, back in stock.
When I hear her calling, it was neighbor Mildred. She come over early, say time but I be fed. Please don't say I'm greedy, but I ain't fool yet. My husband gone by his mother and left me in a
a bit of a slug for them. Is this a bridge too far, having spent up all that energy to win and to keep winning, and to now get to this point and have to pick themselves up one last time? In fact, they might be looking at having to do it again as far as the intercal is concerned. I know the NAPARIMA players, they have the other kind of scenario where they have been sitting and waiting for this day for quite some time, and it's finally here. So they must be very happy about that, as they no doubt look to wrap up the season. They started like a team on a mission, and then they hit a little bit of a bumpy road, lost a couple of games, but then they regrouped, picked up that big win against St. Benedict's College, and here we are with NAPARIMA College on 34 points, Signal Hill also on 34 points, but St. Benedict's College are on 33 points. If these two should draw and St. Benedict's with a win, and they are very much favored to win their game against Trinity East, then they could very well steal the title, even though not many people are looking at them right now. But that is the scenario here, with these two teams loaded just a few goals separating them. In fact, goal differential is minuscule at the moment, and but a draw might very well favor NAPARIMA College, because they have a better, I can't say a superior, it might just be one goal, might make all the difference when it's all said and done. But that's the situation here, and NAPARIMA College, I'm sure, would have been paying close attention, if not visiting St. Benedict's College as well as Signal Hill, just to make sure that they know exactly what it is they're up against here today. And we see the two captains making their way out in the middle, and they're going to probably have their photographs taken. You see the officials there, Andrew Samuel, and the big fella in the middle, and his assistants, of course, Mohammed and Archibald. Julian Drayton is the fourth official. To NAPARIMA College with their anthem, so to speak, and their supporters singing their fight song, and now they're getting ready to do battle. So it's a really interesting battle here after everything that has gone on from the first week of action to now. It's essentially just come down to this. I think there are 5 games on tap for today, and some of these games might also have ramifications for the relegation. So still a lot of interest as we get ready for the kickoff in this encounter. I'm Ruskin Mark, thanking you so much for joining us here on Tiger Sports and on 360 TV on YouTube. And we certainly enjoyed today. We've had a lot of rain all week. We also doing cricket, and the rain has really caused some disruption there. But I'm happy to say that the conditions here are pristine and picture perfect, one would have to say, for a football game. And I would imagine Signal Hill would have been hoping that maybe this game could have been played at their place, but this is a home game for NAPARIMA, so it has to be played here at the Lewis Street ground. And that's been the situation all year round. So you play 8 games on the road, or 7 and 8, however it is. But you have to play your 15 games, and they've played 14, so this is game number 15 for these teams here now, as they get ready for what could be the decider for the Premiership title. The only time back in the day when you consider when Signal Hill was a real powerhouse was back in the Dwight York era, and I won't be surprised if the big man shows up here. So here we go to start things off here, and Hill trying to get this one upfield quickly. So that was back in the day when you had Colvin Hutchinson and Dwight York and company. Wendell Moore, another big name in the Signal Hill, in the history of the Signal Hill institution. And boy, how they would wish to relive those moments yet again. Edwards getting it upfield. The ball just sort of dies in the air there. And there is a free kick. Cooper, the man, upended. But now here we go again. Here's Raymond trying to get past his man. Goes past one and then loses out. But they get the handle. And this is something they would learn here. That's a lovely little flick. Can he get to the end of it? And gets it up in the air. And the wind is a factor. You can see it. It's holding the ball up. And I would imagine the players from Signal Hill will have to get used to playing with this type of wind. You can see the ball just kind of dying in the air. It's sort of hanging up in the air. It's not coming down as it normally would. It's an early ball in, but he does want to keep it in, and but eventually it's played away. So this is what these youngsters would have been playing for all season long, an opportunity to see if they could win the title. And Williams it is for Signal Hill. Powerful throw. Edwards trying his best there. That one sort of hung up in the air for Bovel. But he keeps it in. Signal Hill not wasting any time trying to get that ball into the danger zone. Now they have to be careful. And eventually it goes to Norts. But you can see the last stopper just holding his man there briefly. And probably there was no need. He could have allowed him to just keep running because he would have been offside quickly. And this is where Signal Hill has to be careful. They can't just keep giving the ball back to NAPARIMA. Naps will hurt them. And here we go again. With a corner kick. Still no goals. This is the decider, folks. Even though there is the possibility, I'm not sure if they have or will, eventually, for St. Augustine to lodge a protest. Remember, the disciplinary committee ruled in Signal Hill's favor and gave them 3 points and 3 goals. Of course, with those 3 points, St. Augustine could avoid relegation. They might still avoid it. Here's an opportunity, the ball curling. And you can see goalkeeper Caleb Romeo really flopping, snatching at air there. And luckily for him, he didn't get a touch. Trying to build it out to the back, Signal Hill. Here they come again. Opportunity to get it over. Shot on the turn. Signal Hill now with numbers up. Can they get the ball forward? That's not a bad ball. That's going to run to the far side. Coming in at the far post. Just doing enough there to throw him off. And the referee says play on, but that was a bit of a push there. Nevertheless, the referee didn't see anything wrong with it, but he decided against it. But you could just see the man sneaking in at that back post there. James just trying his bit to get to the end of that one. Edwards. Hill for NAPARIMA. The man in blue there doing well. O'Reilly gets it back to him. Now Plays it forward. Good early ball. Trying to turn with it quickly. Raymond. Opportunity here. Capriata looking at the back post, but he will wait for the return or for the cross. It never got there. And already you could see the NAPARIMA players trying to skip out of tackles, and that's the one thing they will have to get used to from the players from Signal Hill, and not just Signal Hill, but most Tobago teams. They're very physical and they will tackle you. And they will tackle, and the peculiar thing about most of them is that you cannot really time their tackles as to when they're going to tackle and with which foot. Sometimes they just tackle, and it's very difficult to ascertain which leg, so you can't time them very well. This is good skill from Capriata, and then eventually he loses out. Rodriguez though, the ball is caught him back, blocked. And it's going to be a goal kick here. Capriata getting in the way there. So a goal kick to Signal Hill. No goals yet in this encounter. For a game of this magnitude, I was really expecting a much larger crowd, but that's the situation as we speak. There's another through ball, or an attempt at a through ball. Intercepted and played out for a throw-in to NAPARIMA College. So I'm sure the Naps faithful would be anxious for a win. They're the ones who won 4 premiership titles. Signal Hill are yet to win a premiership title. The ball played in and a little slip in there. And now eventually they get it away. The ball is brought back inside. Goal! It didn't take them long, but eventually it fell there to Raquelme Phillips, and he wasted no time. So in the 8th minute of play, Raquelme Phillips doing the honors here. And you see, Signal Hill have only themselves to blame. They had about 2 opportunities to get rid of the ball, and somehow they dilly-dallied on it and never got the ball in. Here's an early cross in. Signal Hill with a chance, and it's just played back inside, but to no one in particular, just trying to get it across the face of the goal. Another ball played over the top here, trying to free up his man there, Bradshaw. So Naps with that early goal, that should settle them down just a little bit. Hill looking for that big diagonal, but it's picked up over on that far side again. Trim. And I think they're just telling them, and Signal just need to relax. They cannot allow themselves to be flustered by that goal. Has to be a situation there where they're able to pull. Here is Morgan, the captain, or the big number 10 rather, trying his best. And still the ball not played out initially by Bovell, but he's able to eventually get it across. Signal Hill though, still lurking, no shot yet. But Naps scrambling it away. So the NAPARIMA defense they've conceded goals as of late, something they didn't do in the early part of the season. That's a lovely ball, but again the ball just kind of get hung up there in the knotted grass. That's a great ball. Can he get to it? He's getting there. The goalkeeper just coming to the edge of the area. It's Naps 1, Signal Hill 0. Big, strong tackle there by Trim. Actually, Trim is in the middle of the defense. So a good opportunity for NAPARIMA College here. I'm sure they're looking for a second one or as quickly as possible. Put away, here is a shot, wide of the mark. Brilliant effort there from Gerald Cooper. And they might have taken a deflection on the way out, so they're going to stay up at this end with a corner for NAPARIMA College. They're making all of the running early on in this one. Opportunity for them to get this one in, and just curling a little too soon. Still 1-0. Naps retreat. Signal Hill trying to organize themselves. They just seem a little bit flustered at the moment. That early goal certainly rocked them a little bit. Good football again. Opportunity to come forward with in numbers. Naps again, doing very well. Phillips, and that's a goal scorer there, being paid close attention to there. O'Reilly. Hill. NAPARIMA College getting good numbers forward here. Now here's James. Capriata goes past his man, nicely hooks it back, defended well. And that's good football again from Naps. Really just good interpassing going down that left-hand side. Unfortunately, just that final hook back. Well read in the end. Duncan trying to pick his troops up here now. Williams. Ball flicked on, but it's going to go comfortably into the arms of goalkeeper Clement. He's been the mainstay for NAPARIMA all season long. I think he's only conceded, 7 goals for the season so far. Here comes Raymond again. Brilliant cross. Trying to get it on the far side. Capriata does well. Still going. Then he tries to get it across. The goalkeeper is in trouble. But eventually Romeo recovers nicely. Here comes Signal Hill now. Again, that ball is being played. It's the most difficult pass to make, the outside of the foot. And you're trying to make it around a defender. So you will advise just to take as a goalkeeper, just stretching. He was in panic mode a short while ago with that cross ball. It just seemed to hang up in the air. Luckily for him, danger was averted. But they trail by 1-0. We have a little bit of a delay. A player goes down with a slight knock. You could see it after that. That's Bradshaw. And he is a mainstay for Signal Hill. And essentially they're just trying to, you can see the men at the back, they're just trying to work out how they're going to approach the conditions, the field conditions. It's so windy, and of course there's some knotted grass in the middle of the park. The ball isn't traveling as freely or as easily as it normally would. Here we go again. Lovely bit of skill, but then defender operating on the old maxim, only one could pass. Either the man or the ball, but certainly not both. 1-goal lead. NAPARIMA College. Rodriguez lining it up. He does have Raymond with him. Who will it be? The referee trying to make sure that the players at the wall is back the full distance. So now a chance here for Rodriguez. Can he get this one? I'm sure he's going for goal here. Raymond steps over, plays it shorter. This is going to be interesting. Plays across goal. Easy does it there. Sebastian James makes it 2-0 now in the 19th minute. A beautifully worked free kick. And the defense was very static indeed. And by the time they could react, initially the pass, the Caprietta looked like he was going to miss out, but eventually he hooked it back nicely. So now Signal Hill, they've dug themselves a deep hole here. Can they get out of this quickly? And you can just see players still slipping. Like I said, we've had a lot of rain, but we've had a brilliant, bright, sunny day today. But the field will have a little bit of a give on it, given the amount of rain we've had over the last week or so. And Naps doing the smart thing here, just trying to keep control, trying to get their pass. There is the goal scorer, James, but that's a little too strong for him. So 2-0. Riquelme Phillips in the 8th minute and Sebastian James in the 19th. They are the goal scorers for NAPARIMA College, the home team, with a 2-goal cushion. Can Signal Hill get themselves back in proceedings here? They're going to need to do something and do something quickly. So this is the critical period here now for Signal Hill. Naps can ill afford to relax themselves. Here's a chance now for them to run right. Battling there hard, trying to get out with it, Watkins, but he is just bulldozing his man. O'Reilly. Hill for NAPARIMA. Goal scorer James. Plays a lovely little ball upfield, but speculative at best. There's the early ball, nice little flick there. Here they come again, right. Trying to play this one in. They're trying to get it at that back post, and where there is help coming there, but the NAPARIMA defenders are equal to the task so far. Looking for movement, that's too strong. You can see him waving people off, Marshall, but not able to get anybody moving. So any sort of fear or concerns that the NAPARIMA players had concerning their readiness after such a long lift. This is a strong back pass and almost puts goalkeeper Clement in trouble. And it looks like we're going to have an early substitution. Bradshaw is coming off. And also coming off is Trim. So coach not wasting any time at all as he's trying to get reinforcements in early o'clock. But this free kick is at its dead center of goal and a good opportunity. This is a good kicking ground. So if you could get over the ball and drill it, you could be in business here. Right, stands over it with his left foot. In goal, Clement. Is he going to go straight to goal? We're in the 25th minute of play. NAPARIMA leading by 2-0. A chance here for Signal Hill. Possibly get back. One. Ball is blocked by the wall. Not the best free kick. Again, playing and just in an offside position there. But you could see them trying to play that diagonal ball over the top. But maybe they need to do it at both sides so that when the player picks his head up, you could see options on both sides. But right now the defense is just sagging to that side because invariably they're all going to the left. So they may need to try and get some width on the right-hand side as well, down the right wing. But we'll see if they make those adjustments. And a little bit of miscommunication there. Two green shirts getting in each other's way. Phillips does well, but he gets it all the way back. Trying to get it back there to Bovell. Bovell does well. And Raymond out on that right-hand side. Sends a beauty. That should be a goal. Really. You could see him sliding. He was losing his footing. But still, for that much time, you had to try to settle yourself and just notch the ball. You didn't even need to put any power on it at all. And Riquelme Phillips squandered a great opportunity for NAPARIMA's third and his second when he headed over the bar. Away they go again. That's a good ball. Trying to get the goalkeeper to come, but just a little bit late in getting there. So he does the smart thing. Get rid of it. So Signal Hill here now having to do a little realignment, but they no doubt will be hoping to get back in this game. They have plenty of time. And again, they don't need to panic. Just need to take care of business. Edwards. Hill. Plays a nice ball inside. Capriata tries a little flick. And a nice bit of work in the middle there. O'Reilly does well. But this is all NAPARIMA right now, really enjoying themselves. A little bit of a sandwich there, so the referee awards a free kick. Signal Hill now in hurry-up mode. They really want to try to get something, some kind of progress. Opportunity for them, still going further left. Now NAPARIMA Rodriguez takes over. Here's the goal scorer, James. Capriata gets it back inside, but again, fighting for it, Rodriguez does well. Gets it into his captain there, Cooper. And this is where they're running into problems time and again. Signal Hill. Shot from distance. Way off target. So NAPARIMA College really enjoying this first half. And in fact, with almost 30 minutes gone, the referee has decided that they will get a refreshment break so the players can get a little bit of liquids into their system, but also get some much needed advice, especially the Signal Hill players. As you can see the coach screaming at them to get to the sideline quickly, not just to get the refreshments, but also to get the instructions. But they're trailing by 2 goals to nothing. It could so easily have been 3 if Phillips was able to regain his balance. But there you see some of the spectators, mostly NAPARIMA College, as was to be expected, young and old. Mr. Caesar, and of course also doing good work there, Julian Drayton. As the players slowly make their way back out. And again, this is not the time for the Signal Hill players to start pointing fingers. They've come such a long way. They've been fighting together as a unit, and they've really earned the right to be in a game like this. And but the question is, can they just find that resolve to sort of stick together, not let the disappointment of going 2 goals down. How often have we seen teams battle back from 2 goals and put in a good shift? And that's what is required here. It's all hands on deck right now for NAPARIMA College, but they have to be careful because Signal Hill is the kind of team, they have a real spirit about them. But I don't think they understand the ground, the dynamic of the ground just yet. They still play it as if it's gonna roll and stay with them. But it's really a situation here where it's probably a slightly different scenario for them. And the players just getting in some extracurricular stuff there. Not the type of stuff you like to see on the field. But the referee quickly in to try to break up that extracurricular stuff before it even gets started. Raymond goes screaming down that right hand side, and then he is upended. That's going to be a card. Because he took the wrong angle. Again, with the breeze, you have to be so careful. You can see him sprinting out there, knowing that he was late. He just went ahead with the tackle and is summarily booked as a result. So that's Marshall. He gets a yellow. Here's another chance, but this time the goalkeeper is able to clutch it again. The breeze playing tricks here. So the players have to be so mindful. And you can just see some of the balls at the Signal Hill players are attempting. It's just not working out for them. No, it's a good. The referee wants it back. I thought he was going to allow them to play it. And just for a moment there, Duncan was streaming away. Again, who is there for the head? The ball is headed down nicely. Coming on and trying to keep possession of it, but losing the handle on it. Jadiel Marcel is on the field. Here comes Signal Hill, still running, but not able to keep it in play. But again, just a little hint of life for Signal Hill. And that's what NAPARIMA has to be mindful of. You can't drop your guard, because the front two for Signal Hill, they're very athletic and they're very strong, and also very determined. So you have to be quick to the ball. So you got to get in and get out. Here's another brilliant ball. And Raymond is out there, but he just couldn't get around, get behind it. Good anticipation there again from Marshall, who on this occasion got there first. Again, that diagonal ball is really, as I say, it's killing Signal Hill right now. And of course, Raymond is having a field day out there. O'Reilly does well, gets it inside, but they now have to retrieve. Good return ball. Phillips again trying to get it over on that far side to Raymond. But it's going to fall bang in the middle. Rodriguez heads it down. Here comes Signal Hill now. Trying to get it in there, but again, it's too strong. Or is it? Kept in nicely. And for a moment there, Kyle James thought he had kept it in. James, who scored a bag full of goals in their last outing. Hasn't had anything going towards goal just yet. But he may have an entire second half in which to help himself. But his team is going to need him to probably do a little bit more than just wait for those opportunities. He's going to have to be so clinical with some of those passes. The passes down the flanks. That's where they're having their issues. Battle Royale going on over on that far side. Trying his best to keep it in. Kyan Anderson. Bovell. Edwards. Hill. Here comes NAPARIMA again doing their due diligence, trying to build it up from the back. Again, sometimes all it takes is one bad pass or one miscontrol and everything goes awry. There's a nice little ball in, but you just got the impression that some of the front runners for Signal Hill, they're waiting for the ball, when in truth and in fact, they have to anticipate the ball a little bit better. Chance for them, that's not a bad ball at all, and still doing very well. And away they come, Rodriguez now with a chance to run with it. Plays a nice little ball in. There is Phillips, the goal scorer. He scored the first goal. Had a chance of the second and missed it. A simple header, but he missed it completely. Headed it over the bar from inside the 6-yard area. This is interesting. The goalkeeper had to wait, but he did well. He anticipated well. Now, here comes Signal Hill, but those forward passes, again, errant passes. That's a better ball, and it's going to take some getting. The goalkeeper is out, and just luckily for him, the touch wasn't as strong from James as he would have liked. Kyle James did get a toe in, but he just couldn't get it past the advancing goalkeeper Clement. Signal Hill fighting for all it's worth here now, trying to get a foothold in the game. But they need to get some combination play going, even if it doesn't result in a goal, but to at least spread open the NAPARIMA defense some. Let them work, shift them from side to side. But as it is right now, it goes left, and then they try to get a big cross in. Now a chance for a shot. Still no shot. Still no shot. Here it comes. Not too far off. And that is more like it. Again, good build-up play, good approach work. And when they saw, as they say, when he saw White had a go, just couldn't get it to come down. Two goals separating the teams here now as we enter the 43rd minute, 42 and a half minutes gone. Chance here now. Can they get for James? He's a strong man. Still going. Losing his footing, and there it is. It's almost like there's a wall there for Signal Hill, because every time they do good work, and then as they reach that location, it's somehow the ball is going in the other direction. That's a bad ball, and it might just run for Signal Hill. Good control. Again, looking for something, not much. Don't have too many options because there's just that man out there and he's being asked to turn and twist. He's up against Bovel, who's a big, strong, sturdy defender out there. And this is good football. Signal Hill, again, battling hard for everything. Not afraid, and they come back and win the challenge once more. Here's Rodriguez now. Turn, nice turn, but under pressure. Again, Raymond with a lovely little ball in. Cooper hooks it back, and a nice header to get it away quickly there now. Defoe. Big battle going on, and eventually the referee spots the infringement. James was holding on for dear life as he was being turned one way and then the next by Wright. So it's an opportunity for Marcel now to try and see if he could get something across the face of the goal. Williams is there, so too is Marcel, the substitute. And of course, the Wright. Can he uncork another beauty here? Maybe force a save out of Clement if he can't beat him. But you want to get it on target. 44, we're in the 45th minute. And that's a poor effort there. That's not what the doctor ordered. And clearly easy handling there for the defense. It's trying to get it down. Still, nobody could get the handle on it. Signal Hill, can they now work their magic? Right again, gets it across. But the ball again is just hanging up in the air. And they have to be mindful of that. It's not going to get to you. You have to go and get it. You can't wait for it to come down because it may not come down quickly. Trying to get the ball across. If ever the maximum of attacking the ball holds through, it's on this ground because it's so windy. That's a lovely ball. Wright is battling, but out comes goalkeeper Romeo. Now, can he get back in his goal? Rodriguez is there, can't get the touch on it. Williams, that's a good ball. Wright is getting a chance here to run, but James does very well. Gets it in again to the skipper Cooper. Cooper gets it back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez gets it to Caprietta. Caprietta now looking for something and can't get it forward. Good defending. So the ball just seesawing from end to end right now, but the difference is NAPARIMA, they have those 2 goals to their credit. Again, just trying to turn his man there, Kyle James. He's a big fella. He's a real handful for the NAPARIMA defense. And again, look at how deep it's from attack to defense for Signal Hill. Their midfield is almost non-existent at the moment. And there is the whistle to signal the end of the first half of this encounter. A very entertaining first half, very interesting first half. But the difference is 2 goals to NAPARIMA College, the home team. And they lead by 2 goals to nothing. Raquelme Phillips opened the scoring in the 8th minute. And Sebastian James in the 19th doubled the NAPARIMA delight. But that's where we are at the half. It is NAPARIMA 2, Signal Hill 0.
Hi, David from Caps here. You see another bonus and you know what we're about here. Bundles and sales. We got our pine, our cherry, our all-purpose cleaner by the case. We got all prices for these. Our number 1 top selling, the grease sir. Get the prices you want. The best prices, black disinfectant. Tape it out.
Yo, it's room! Naps Paradise Parang. I will be there live Friday the 5th of December. We heading down to Offside Restaurant and Lounge down in the Southland, down in South Park. You don't want to miss this. You're going to get a live performance like no other. I come in and hit all my hits. Naps alumni, big up yourself. It's room. I'm going to be there. So make sure and grab your tickets, grab your friends, grab the family. Come down the road and have a nice time. Cause it's Christmas, we come to drink rum. It's Christmas, now leave till it's done. Boom!
We come to drink rum.
Well, well, I'm back in stock. Bleach, back in stock. Hand sanitizer, back in stock. Rubbing alcohol, back in stock. New in stock. Acetone, back in stock. Available in Tobago, back in stock.
When I hear her calling, it was neighbor Mildred. She come over early, say time to have the fete. Please don't say I'm greedy, but I ain't fool yet. My husband gone by his mother and
Aye, they be from Caps here. You see another Promotional, you know what we're about here. Bundles and sales. We got our pine, our cherry, our all-purpose cleaner by the case. We got all prices for these. Our number one top selling the grease, sir. Get the prices you want. The best prices, black disinfectant. Tape it out.
Neighbor Mildred, she come over early for times of happy fete.
Yo, it's room! Naps Paradise Parang. I will be there live Friday the 5th of December. We heading down to Offside Restaurant and Lounge down in the Southland, down in South Park. You don't want to miss this. You're going to get a live performance like no other. I come in and hit all my hits. Naps alumni, big up yourself. It's Rome. I'm going to be there. So make sure and grab your tickets, grab your friends, grab the family. Come down the road and have a nice time. Cause it's Christmas, we come to drink rum. It's Christmas, now leave till it done. Boom!
Aye, 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 yeah. Neighbor. Wake up, neighbor. Neighbor. Wake up, neighbor. We come to drink rum.
Well, let me smell. Well, I'm back in stock. Bleach, back in stock. Hand sanitizer, back in stock. Rubbing alcohol, back in stock. New in stock. Acetone, back in stock. Unavailable in Tobago, back in stock.
When I hear her calling, it was neighbor Mildred. She come over early for times of happy fete. Please don't say I'm greedy, but I ain't food yet. My husband gone by his mother and left me in a
Hi, David from Caps here. You see another bonus and you know what we're about here. Bundles and sales. We got our pine, our cherry, our all-purpose cleaner by the case. We got all prices for these. Our number one top selling the grease, sir. Get the prices you want. The best prices, black disinfectant. Tape it out.
Neighbor Mildred, she come over early, say time to have it.
Yo, it's room! Naps Paradise Parang. I will be there live Friday the 5th of December. We headed down to Offside Restaurant and Lounge down in the Southland, down in South Park. You don't want to miss this. You're going to get a live performance like no other. I come in and hit all my hits. Naps alumni, big up yourself. It's room. I'm going to be there. So make sure and grab your tickets, grab your friends, grab the family. Come down the road and have a nice time. Cause it's Christmas, we come to drink rum. It's Christmas, now leave till it done. Boom!
Aye, 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 yeah. Neighbor. Wake up, neighbor. Neighbor. Wake up, neighbor. We come to drink rum.
Well, well, I'm back in stock. Bleach, back in stock. Hand sanitizer, back in stock. Rubbing alcohol, back in stock. New in stock. Acetone, back in stock. Not available in Tobago, back in stock.
When I hear her calling, it was neighbor Mildred. She come over early, say time to have it. Please don't say I'm greedy, but I ain't fool yet. My husband gone by his mother and left me in a
Hi, David from Caps here. You see another bonus and you know what we're about here. Bundles and sales. We got our pine, our cherry, our all-purpose cleaner by the case. We got all prices for these. Our number one top selling the grease, sir. Get the prices you want. The best prices, black disinfectant. Tape it out.
neighbor Mildred. She come over early, say time to have it.
Yo, it's room! Naps Paradise Parang. I will be there live Friday the 5th of December. We headed down to Offside Restaurant and Lounge down in the Southland, down in South Park. You don't want to miss this. You're going to get a live performance like no other. I come in and hit all my hits. Naps alumni, big up yourself. It's room. I'm going to be there. So make sure and grab your tickets, grab your friends, grab the family. Come down the road and have a nice time. Cause it's Christmas, we come to drink rum. It's Christmas, now leave till it done. Boom!
Aye, 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 yeah. Neighbor. Wake up, neighbor. Neighbor. Wake up, neighbor. We come to drink rum.
Thank you very much and welcome back to the Low Street Ground for the home of NAPARIMA College as we get ready for second half action in this game. Remember, it's 2-0 to the men in blue, the home team, NAPARIMA College. They're looking for another Premier Division title in the Secondary Schools Football League. Since the Premier Division was set up, NAPS, they've been the big boys, so to speak, with 4 titles in quick succession. So they no doubt will be hoping that they can continue their winning ways. Signal Hill are yet to taste success. But in terms of goals, they're just 1 goal behind. Well, now if you add the 2 in this game, they're 3 goals adrift, but more importantly, they're also 3 points adrift here. So this game, this result, if it stands, will put NAPARIMA on 37 points. And regardless of what happened with this St. Benedict's game, NAPS will win the title here. So we still left to be seen. Of course, NAPARIMA also have the big clash with Presentation College in the South Intercollegiate Final. Of course, we thank Southern Supplies Limited, of course, the NAPARIMA Alumni Association, and their past pupils group and their Paradise Parang coming up on December the 5th. And of course, CAPS as they continue to give you all of your cleaning supplies for Christmas. So please, if you need anything to clean, you know exactly where to go. So there's the whistle. Signal Hill will get us started. And can they really make an impression here early? But right now it's really like backs and forwards because their midfield is really almost non-existent. And that's a recipe for danger, because Naps would be keen to exploit that as much as possible. So it's going to be really who can hold a nerve here. NAPARIMA cannot get complacent, and Signal Hill, they need to press and press. And you think by now they will understand how to handle the windy conditions here. This man is really the man they want to get cracking, or at least just get a sniff at goal, if it is at all possible. So as you can hear the drummers in the distance, NAPARIMA, their rhythm section cranking up a serious rhythm here. And when you look at it here right now, NAPARIMA College again starting well, trying to keep possession for as long as possible. Caprietta got that all wrong, and they return the favor. So it's really on. You look at Signal Hill. It's like their defense, and then they have the attack. They do not have much by way of a midfield presence at the moment. We see Caprietta staying down only briefly though. He's back on his feet. He's a key part of the success that NAPARIMA have had all season long. As is this man with the ball, Bovel. Big, strong, sturdy defender. And Signal Hill getting themselves into a real tangle here. No pressure, yet still they can't get it out of their own half. Again, the ball given away, but Signal Hill now with a chance to run here. This could be interesting here. Can he get a shot off? Trying to turn, and then he runs out of real estate. Does well though. And then he had to foul his man to try to get back and play, but probably should have taken the shot the first time right. And probably looking to get onto his left foot. And as a result, wasn't too confident. But in that position, he just want to swing through the middle of the ball and hope you make good contact. Still 2 goals separating the teams here. Angasiv and company on the verge of another Premiership title. Signal Hill trying to get back in the games, but so far haven't really been able to put together any kind of sustained pressure on the NAPARIMA defense. Again, good movement, but just careless with that control. Still going, and then losing the foot in here. So it's been that kind of a day for Signal Hill. They do some things right, and then just as they're about to do something even better, they lose a foot in, the ball is lost because of the breeze, something. There's a chance here, way up in the air, and it stays in. Only just helped over there, but again another awkward ball that just took an eternity to come down once it got up in the breeze. Still 2 goals to the good NAPARIMA College, but they have to defend this here. Signal Hill looking for something. This one is up in the air, the goalkeeper is there, he punches it, and the whistle goes for the infringement. But again, a dangerous ball in the area, a crowded area. Here's a chance now, right. It goes over to right. This is right now, trying to get involved here. Watkins getting the ball, but right just seemed to get himself in a bit of a tangle, but he's so quick. Look at how quickly he's back on defense, helping out. Doing very well here now. The cross comes in, and again, another wasted header. Another good opportunity here for NAPARIMA College, and that could so easily have been Capriata's moment of glory there, but he too heads it over the bar. So that's the second one that NAPARIMA had that they could easily have added to their scoreline, and but not able to do anything with it. And you could just see it's almost as some of the Signal Hill players, they're just a little bit scared of holding on to the ball, but they need somebody to take charge, especially in midfield. They get precious little coming out of midfield, and as a result it's just a long ball, either a diagonal ball going one way or a long ball over the top, and that is not going to beat NAPARIMA, not that NAPARIMA defense. Again, we see another player goes down. He probably got stepped on because he was sliding. So I think the referee again having to sort out. You know, initially I thought it was NAPARIMA's ball, but the player did get stepped on, but I don't know if that was a deliberate stepping on. He was slipping and sliding. That's dangerous from Signal Hill because they're just not able to control the ball as quickly as they normally would. Anderson, the guilty party there, just taking out Capriata, but Capriata sold it well. Still, Signal Hill not able to really get themselves cracking here. Naps, while not excelling themselves, haven't really been threatened. And that's another free kick that is going to result in a yellow card, and it is the goal scorer Sebastian James who gets a yellow. So now a chance for Signal Hill rather to get this one into the area as best as they can and maybe force the defenders to have to defend it. But look at the big gap from where the ball is being kicked to the half line. There's nobody in that area there. So even if it's just a feeble clearance, there's nobody to take advantage. Even the referee has assumed that position there. And there it is again, nobody there to even challenge to the ball. Well, he's going to have to do something with it, trying to turn with it and trying to run out of defense with the ball. Williams. Still the 2 goals. Time, still plenty of it for now anyway for Signal Hill. I'm sure NAPARIMA though would like to tack on another one to put the game to bed as a contest. So it's still going to be NAPARIMA's ball as they have control of the game. Really, Signal Hill not challenging them to any great extent. You could just feel the game. The game just has this little undercurrent. The goalkeeper bubbles it and eventually he's able to recover, tidy up his own mistake. And James flicks it on, but to whom? There's nobody behind him. It's almost like he's flicking it onto himself. And here they come again. Signal Hill, they need somebody to play, just to control the game for them. Control it in terms of tempo, but control it in terms of possession. They have precious little by way of possession. So here they are now with a chance at a corner kick. And they try to get this one into the danger zone. Right, the man going over to take it. That's not a bad ball, but well taken by the goalkeeper. Coming out there nicely, Clement, and immediately he starts a counter-attack. And here we go again. That's a great cross. And similar to Romeo. Good clean pair of hands. And again, still running, doing very well, coming all the way across Raymond. Gets it out here now to Capriata. Onto his left foot he goes, Raymond. Can he get the return ball? And has a stab at goal. And was off balance when he's taking the shot. Aaron Raymond, who started the season where he could do no wrong, scored goals in bunches. And it was during that period that NAPARIMA ran off, 8 consecutive victories. And again, the ball, and this is where Signal Hill are having real difficulty because they have nobody to control the middle of the park for them. It's another great ball over. Raymond is out there, just trying to probably do 2 things all at once. Now they have a chance to run at the defense. Still going, trying to get the ball across. And try as he did, it's going to be a corner kick to Signal Hill. Watkins with a good run down that left-hand side. And Signal Hill really have to be a little quicker with their decision making. So look at how long it's taken them to get this corner going. Time is starting to run against them. 62 minutes gone already. Can't afford to waste too much time. And again, because they don't have much by way of midfield, the ball is just going forward, then back. And it's that diagonal ball that is kind of like their most productive play. And that's going to be a free kick just at the edge of the penalty area. And again, it's Wright who's causing problems there with a quick turn. He's a quick player. He doesn't look like he's moving fast, but he's very fast. Able to just ease away from the defense. Remember again, our coverage today is with the compliments of Southern Supplies Limited, SSL, the NAPS Paradise Parang, the NAPS Old Boy, the Alumni Association, and of course CAPS. Caribbean Aerosol, they're the ones who can provide you all of your cleaning needs for this Christmas season. And an opportunity now for a substitution. So NAPARIMA have decided that they will make a substitution. Shabani Thompson is on. So now is a chance. There's a good opportunity off the bar, and they can't get anybody on it. Where's the shot? Blow on hard, but he hits it wide. Well, well, well. Again, another brilliant free kick from Wright. It hit the underside of the bar and went down. Goalkeeper beaten. And there you look at it again. under the bar and it came out. It went down, but it went down and out of the goal area. So a great opportunity there for Signal Hill. So there is life yet. But they still trail by 2 goals. That would have helped with the comeback if they had to launch one. Here is Thompson, who just came on as the sub. And I think Gerald Cooper, the captain, is the one who he replaced. And they can leave it for Bovel. The big fella is going to launch one into the area maybe. No, he decides against it. Raymond does well. Gets the cross in, but it's cleared away. That should be an infringement. The referee says no. Play on. Ball a little bit tight, but still, here is right. He's the man, the danger man. He's so quick. He just glides past people. And he's still going, and eventually it's taken away. It's a goal kick, says the referee, so it remains as 2 goals to nothing, and Wright stays down. He's been running all afternoon long, and it's understandable why he might be feeling some cramps. Plus the fact that these guys have been playing 3 and 4 games a week for the last 2 weeks or so. So this might just be a bridge too far for Signal Hill. When everybody else would have played 13, 14 games, they probably only played 6. And that's because of all the issues with transportation to and from Tobago. Thompson battling. So the game is just going through this a little bit of a quiet period here. And it looks as if Raymond is going to get a breather. So he steps off. And taking his place is Zarion France. Still, can all the loose balls fall in the way of NAPARIMA? That's because they have numbers in midfield. And Signal Hill really find themselves just a little bit thin in the middle of the park because they're just launching bodies forward now. Kalani Job is also out there for Signal Hill. They need him to get cracking. Just somebody to do something special. And here's the shot that is blocked. Chance for another one. Still going. Still trying his luck. And then Thompson reads it well. He tries to do the follow-up play, but loses out, and picking up nicely Rodriguez, and they maintain possession. Great ball out there by O'Reilly. plenty of time and space. Here is goal scorer Phillips trying to get there. And Thompson stays down. He was trying to go for the return ball after he played it forward. It looked like he played to Rodriguez. Rodriguez was about to play the return ball to him, and Thompson was just sent sprawling. Still the 2 goals. That's all the scoring in this game. Both of them in the first half. One in the 8th minute by Riquelme Phillips, and the other in the 19th by Sebastian James. Thompson stays down, getting treated there. But it's a good time for the players to get some refreshments. So it's still 2 goals to nothing in favor of NAPARIMA College. So there we have some of the NAPARIMA past pupils here, ministers and others, and of course Mr. Caesar, TTFA official or referees official. You can just see some of the fans there looking on intently, still on tender hooks, because they would like to see this out with as few alarms as possible. Remember, NAPARIMA, they have another big day coming up. The Signal Hill faithful who made a trip from Tobago, obviously not happy. Their team's trailing by 2 goals to nothing. So you can just see them there looking on intently here now. And again, down he goes. It's another yellow card. And this time it's the captain, Duncan. So there are several players now on yellow cards. Initially, the referee was very reluctant to give out yellow cards, but since the intensity is picked up, the tackles have been coming, the volume has been a little bit higher with some of these challenges. So Thompson, who is going to be the provider here? Keeper is coming in trouble. Really almost got beaten there by that one. He almost overran it. Romeo. So it's still an opportunity for Signal Hill, but they haven't really done anything in the second half to suggest that they could launch a comeback in this game. But football is a strange game. All it takes is one error at the back. Clearly, the coach is probably looking for answers right now from Signal Hill as to who on the bench can come in and, as they say, do a number for him. Give him a brilliant 10 minutes or so that could change the fortunes of his team. So it's going to take some effort. Still have another player down, injured. Of course, he's probably cramping up. And they've brought the stretcher, they're bringing the stretcher on for him. And it looks like Jermaine Morgan is the man who stayed down there. And he's going to have to get on the stretcher as they take him off. I don't think it's that serious, but it might be a serious case of cramps that has necessitated the stretcher. But I'm sure as he gets off the field, if it's not anything structural or anything like that, he might be able to, or even a muscular injury, he might be able to return. Chance here now. Ball chipped forward, flicked on, and an opportunity, but again, not a bad effort. Again, it's James with that flick on. Again, the tackle coming late. But you have to give the referee credit. Referee Andrew Samuel, he's not been too hasty with the cards. He's allowing the players to play, but he understands that a lot of these challenges are probably just it's just the exuberance and the energy of the players. I'm not quite sure, unless the ball went out and came back in, but certainly in terms of him playing it, it was on the ground. James turns nicely. Great opportunity here now. France rather, gets it across. Thompson on his left foot, he wants to go and goes pushed wide. O'Reilly has to track it down, and then it is tidied up by Rodriguez. Opportunity again, that's a good ball. Great interception though. All of a sudden, NAPARIMA just seem to find that second gear now, and they just seem to be moving so much faster than the Signal Hill players. They're probably anxious to probably get a third one and kill them off. Don't give them a sniff. So another infringement, and they're just gonna kill out the game. So 80 minutes gone. We're in the 81st minute of play now. So NAPARIMA 10 minutes away from another title. There's a cross. The goalkeeper still not able to get to it. Now eventually a missed kick in the area. France again not able to connect. And here is James for Signal Hill. He goes tumbling over and it's a penalty. Well. The referee has spotted an infringement. And he has given a penalty in the 82nd minute of play. James was just nudged behind. So just when things were going smoothly for NAPARIMA, they come and they concede a penalty here now, but they still have to score it. That's the challenge here now. Marshall is the man charged with that responsibility to put this away. Marshall against Clement. Referee just ensuring that everybody is where they should be, behind the line. And here we go. Marshall waits. He's been there for a long time. He's had a long time to think about it. And he's drilled it. So 2-1 it is now. And just like that, the game has come to life here. For the last 8 minutes or so, are we in for a dramatic turn of events here now? Really and truly, NAPARIMA seemed to have this game. They were coasting. Signal Hill was not offering much. But then, as you say, football is a strange old game sometimes. And just like that, a penalty converted. Now, Signal Hill, they have life, they have belief. And now they're going to attack NAPARIMA like gangbusters. And Bovel has been substituted. So there are the Signal Hill faithful. They'll be hoping to see more of that. So now this is going to be very interesting here. All of a sudden the game takes on a little bit of a added dimension. Can Signal Hill really get themselves going? So Thompson and Wright getting in each other's faces. There is France, but he is stopped. Referee blows the infringement going against NAPARIMA. W. Francis thought it was going his way. NAPARIMA has to be very careful here. And it's taken over the field. It's gone for a corner. Another opportunity here now for Signal Hill. So Naps just need to get their concentration levels back. Here is the opportunity for the cross. Low. Flicked away and it's really miskicked in the area. But because they don't have a midfield, everything is either the defenders or everybody in attack. It's not a bad ball. Chance for them to do something. Here we go now. Can he get the cross in? And a good challenge. So, Signal Hill coming to life here at the death. They have NAPARIMA on their heels. Capriata having to dig deep here now. And there it is again. Two defenders standing back. This one is in. The goalkeeper comes. He collects it. Chance to get it in again. That's not a bad ball. Ball headed back inside, but again, nobody there. Chance on NAPARIMA now. Can they just kill the game off? They don't have to score. They just need to keep possession and not allow Signal Hill to get into their half as much or deep into their own half. And they're doing the smart thing. They're killing. The goalkeeper could have played the ball. He obviously thought it came off a NAPARIMA player, but the referee thought otherwise. And now it's going to be a corner kick for Naps. Here they come again. Ball played across. And that's going to be another free kick. And that's a yellow card. Defoe not able to put his man, so he joins the Yellow Brigade. There are four Signal Hill players on the yellow. A couple from NAPARIMA also on yellow cards. A chance here now for NAPARIMA to probably kill this off, if at all. Hills. He can kick the ball, so he could probably drill this here now. You don't need anybody else. He could go to goal from here. He does have a good shot. If he gets over it, it's hit low and hard, but the goalkeeper, Romeo, is right there to save. Chance here now for Signal Hill. Can they get the ball in? That's not a bad ball. But again, James is waiting for the ball. And given the fact that it's never getting to him, he has to make a decision to try and see if he could get in front of the defenders. He's waiting for the ball to come down when he has to try to go and get it. If they tried 8, 9, 10 times, and all of the balls are being intercepted, he has to make a decision and try to get in front of the defender by the 11th or the 12th cross. Let's see what they do now. Curled in. Nobody to get there. Chance. Can he get it back inside? That's not a bad effort. And again, it's headed down. Problems for Signal Hill. that's not the shot that he wanted. He had a man running free on his left. Again, the balls, it's almost like hopeful balls. They're not really intended for anybody. They're just being hit in the general area before. Trying to get up there. Still battling. Here's James. Flicks on again, but there's nobody there. And James himself has to try and track that down. And opportunities for Signal Hill now. Can they get their numbers forward? And it seems as if O'Reilly has some blood or something on his shirt, so the referee is sending him off to get cleaned up. Are they going to make a substitution, and who is going to come off? Is it O'Reilly or is it somebody else? And that's really not taken into account. There's a player standing there. Once you climb over the back like that, it's going to be an infringement. And Marshall, who was already on a yellow card, has to be so careful. But in these dying moments, as I say, it's blood and sand here. And players are giving it everything, and he is really in serious pain there. And the cramp, you can't feel your leg. So 2-1, that's where we are now. And how much time we have left? Not much. And I suppose it's only fitting that we've had this kind of an ending to the game, because it would have been anticlimactic had NAPARIMA just sort of run away with the game. But here, they're being made to work right up till the final whistle, even though they didn't have that much to do earlier on, because Signal Hill didn't present them with too much earlier. But with time running out on them now, in fact we're into unofficial, we're into added on time. So the final whistle could come any moment now. Really, unless he's trying to run the clock, but he could have probably hit that into the area and give his teammates a chance. They've been winning everything so far. So 2-1. We're into the final seconds of this game. Signal Hill has to get this upfield quickly and into the area as best as possible. A free kick. This is probably even better for them. They just get it in the area. They don't have much time. This might be their very last kick of the game, and for the season 2025 in the Premiership. Played away, chance. Ball played in, and coming off the hand, it's going the other way. So what looked promising for Signal Hill comes to naught, and that might be it for them as well. And the referee takes a look at his whistle, and there it is, the final whistle to indicate new champions for 2025. NAPARIMA College. They've been down for a couple of years, But they're back. And not only are they back, they're back as champions. This is their 5th Premiership title, the most of any school since the Premiership competition started. And Signal Hill will have to wait to get their title, to get their first. Just look at the crowd and how much it means to the student population here at NAPARIMA College and to the alumni. It's NAPS 2, Signal Hill 1. Again, Riquelme Phillips in the 8th minute, Sebastian James in the 19th. And we had to wait a long time until the 81st minute for a penalty converted by Marshall that brought the game to life. Ravian Marshall but nothing after that. NAPARIMA really controlled the game. Signal Hill did hit one under the bar. A brilliant effort from Wright, a free kick that could so easily have gone in, but other than that, they didn't really create that much, and as a result, NAPARIMA was able, the defense stood up and was able to basically quell any and all attacks coming their way. So what a return for Angus Eve, because he was away for a while with the national team, and now he's back with NAPARIMA College, a team that he led to 4 titles. And would you believe it, he's done it again on his first year back in charge, and he's picked up another Premiership title for NAPARIMA College. 2-1 is how this one finished, and they certainly will be happy with that, and no doubt taking stock of that, and then they're looking for the Intercol title, so they're not done yet. First they have the South Zone Intercol final on Monday, and then of course, depending on those outcomes, then be looking for the national title as well. So there could still be quite a bit more football for this NAPARIMA outfit and for Angus Eve and his crew. But for now, they could celebrate winning their 5th Premiership title, and what a way to do it. Percy Samuel Singh, the team manager, must be a very happy man indeed. Of course, head coach Angus Eve would be thrilled. Jason Spence is assistant coach. Rashawn Mars is the goalkeeping coach. Of course, Daryl John, the trainer, and Michael Taylor is the physiotherapist. Kadir Mohammed is the teacher assigned to the football program, and they must all be very, very happy right now as NAPARIMA College celebrate another title here, and boy, they must be thrilled as ever to have won this title. And they made life difficult for themselves with that little dip in form they had in mid-table. They lost 2 games, and for a moment they looked out of things, but some results went their way. St. Benedict's College also suffered a bit of a slump, and but it's Signal Hill who came from nowhere. Nobody was paying attention to them, and they just kept climbing and building until eventually they put themselves into a position where they were playing on the final day and had a chance of winning it all, but they came up just short by 2-1 to NAPARIMA College, so they will remain on 34 points. NAPARIMA College would climb to 37 points, and that would be enough, because regardless of what transpires in the St. Benedict's game against Trinity East, they cannot get to 37 points. The most they could get to is 36. They could leapfrog Signal Hill into second, but they cannot catch NAPARIMA, and that is how small the margins are. 1 goal the difference, 1 point rather, the difference here when it's all said and done. It was 33-32 in terms of goal differential, and so it's really it was small margins coming down to the end here, and hopefully it's just a taste of things to come. Signal Hill, I'm sure, and all of Tobago would be justifiably proud of their surge up the table and their display here today. They ran up against a better unit, a better team, and NAPARIMA didn't play their best football, but they certainly can celebrate the victory here. So 2-1 is the final, and that is the latest here at the Lewis Street Ground, the home of NAPARIMA College, as they continue with their celebrations.
Immerse yourself in a world of possibility. Every element purposely designed. Every feature powerfully advanced. Every experience elevated. Experience power. Experience DeWalt XR.
Well, well, I'm back in stock. Bleach, back in stock. Hand sanitizer, back in stock. Rubbing alcohol, back in stock. New in stock. Acetone, back in stock. Available in Tobago, back in stock.
When
Naps Paradise Parang, I will be there live. Friday the 5th of December, we heading down to Offside Restaurant and Lounge down in the Southland, down in South Park. You don't want to miss this. You're going to get a live performance like no other. I come in and hit all my hits. Naps alumni, big up yourself. It's Rome. I'm going to be there. So make sure and grab your tickets, grab your friends, grab the family. Come down the road and have a nice time. Because it's Christmas. We come to drink rum. It's Christmas. Now leave till it's done. Boom.
Ay, 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 yeah, neighbor. Wake up, neighbor. Neighbor. Wake up, neighbor. We come to drink rum.
Hi, David from Caps here. You see another Promotional, you know what we're about here. Bundles and sales. We got our pine, our cherry, our all-purpose cleaner by the case. We got all prices for these. Our number one top selling, the grease, sir. Get the prices you want. The best prices, black disinfectant. Tape it out.
Neighbor Mildred, she come over early for time, but I be fed.
Immerse yourself in a world of possibility. Every element purposely designed. Every feature powerfully advanced. Every experience elevated. Experience power. Experience DeWalt XR.
And we're here with Sebastian James, the scorer of the second and all-important goal in this final SSFL league encounter between NAPARIMA College and Signal Hill. Sebastian, your thoughts on that goal and the game today?
I mean, it was a train goal. We had practiced the set piece since the training before, and practice makes stuff. But the practice that we did before, and we know that we came out of FCG and we worked hard, and we went straight on to the game to the end.
But definitely, as you mentioned, it was a set piece that you were practicing.
Yes.
The moment that the ball was passed down the flank, you made the run inside, and it was definitely a strategy. But what other strategy was coming into this game?
We just knew that they were going to be able let's get into match intensity and keep a clean sheet and I mean that didn't work out, but we still pay for the 3 points.
And you realize that your goal ended up being the match winning goal. At that point, you were 2-0 up, and then Signal in the second half came back up. How were you feeling coming out of that last inning?
That was giving us pressure. We did it and came out with the game.
So definitely, Sebastian, congrats to you. Congrats to all the NAPARIMA College players. What are your thoughts before you go? Your thoughts on the final? The thoughts of the NFL coming up on Monday?
No comment, just give them.
Thank you, Sebastian. So there you have it. NAPARIMA College 2-1 winners over Signal Hill Secondary. And that means NAPARIMA College, they have taken the title for the Secondary Schools Football League 2025 edition. They are the winners of the league edition. And they are also going to play Presentation College San Fernando in the South Zone Intercol final on Monday. So we look forward to that encounter. And at this point in time, NAPARIMA College, they will continue their celebrations long into the night.
Yeah!
To interview you and then I sure you should have stayed, bro. No, like, just in time. Congrats to you. Your thoughts on the game today?
I just sum it up in the season. I mean, the boys were tremendous throughout the season. We had a fantastic run at the beginning, and then we had a little bit of dip in the middle, and then we catch back ourselves down to the end. But today was a testimony to the kids and the hard work that they done in the season, and in communicating them winning the title. We have a lot of kids here who's been on the team since for about 4 years now. They didn't win anything. Some of the guys in Form 6, so this is a good opportunity for them to win something for the school and make the parents, you can see the parents are ecstatic and happy also. So at the end of the day, it's a good one for the kids, you know. I've done this already. So coming to help them is a good one.
And as you mentioned, we recorded the interview before the St. Benedict's game. You did say your plan was to make sure that these youngsters taste victory and they get success. And they've achieved that today.
Yeah.
And much thanks to your coaching strategy and your coaching staff as well. Any thoughts on the members of those in addition to the players?
Most definitely. I mean, Jason Spence, assistant coach Richard Mars, goalkeeping coach Michael Taylor, brought him in, physio, Daryl John trainer. And Percy Sablan, same manager. Everybody here has done a fantastic job, and everybody did their personal parts because we couldn't do it. I couldn't do it with all the rest of them. So the principals for the school fraternity, it's been a total effort to get where we are today.
Definitely, and we look forward to that South Zone Intercol final clash between NAPARIMA College and Presentation College San Fernando on Monday. Any thoughts preparing for that game after the victory today?
Yeah, well, we had a look at the tapes of their game they played today also. I don't know how many matches yet. But we have to look at that tape and see how we prepare for them. But now you see the kids on a high with the parents, with the teachers and everybody. So we had to get them back down. Um, get back their brain back down. So we give them tomorrow off. They can just relax themselves, and Sunday we'll come out and train and prepare for that match.
All the best to you, Coach Steve. I must say congratulations again to you, your coaching staff, and the entire NAPARIMA College football team on their achievements in the secondary school football league this year. We hope to see more of you in the secondary football league as the years continue. And especially with your ties to the Southern School.
Yeah.
So all the best to you, Coach.
Thank you. Thanks for that.
There you have it from Coach Steve, national former footballer as well as national winning coach. There's so many titles that we can describe for Coach Eve. We wouldn't be finished this evening. But you can see the impact that he has had on these youngsters and the development of the NAPARIMA College football team. Certainly played like champions, not just today, but throughout the entirety of the season as they claim victory. So we're here with the Vice President and the Public Relations Officer of the NAPARIMA College Association of Past Students, the Vice President, Mr. Devin Kisoon, and the Public Relations Officer, Mr. Yadav Mule. Congratulations to you guys on the victory today. Your thoughts then and firstly on the victory.
Proper game, man. Both sides had good traction on the field. It was a hard fought battle, but we got it. We got it. It's the title.
And Yadav?
There's no other outcome. You understand? This year is our year, and we're looking forward to another victory.
Then Monday, the South Zone Football Final coming up now. We understand significantly contributed to the football being streamed over the last couple of occasions, as well as that upcoming game. Thoughts on that aspect as well, alumni going forward?
Well, our mission is first and the entire alumni with our contribution. So this is for the entire, not just the students, but everybody affiliated with NAPS. We'll be having our parang on Friday. Come out, contribute, and we go forward and we keep on this mission. Look at the jubilation on these boys' faces. This is what we want, right?
It's important for us to fill that gap when it is that, we don't get the kind of traction from the media that the secondary school football league should be getting, with the downfall of certain networks and so on. There is a void, so when we see that sponsorship is needed for the entire nation to look at what is, I would say, the most important footballing arena, when it comes to secondary school football, you don't get and that in Trinidad and Tobago, I would say. Nothing comes close to that. So we do this for our boys, we do this for our alumni, but we do this for the Trinidad and Tobago as well, the entire nation.
Definitely. I understand that also one of the funds that the alumni raise goes to the students of NAPARIMA College, as well as the sporting and all of the other different extracurricular activities. You mentioned the Parang event coming up, as well as we know that there's a Kura event. Can you share any details about those two?
Well, we'll be having as I said, we'll be having our parang at Offside on the 5th of December. All the proceeds go back straight to the students, straight to us and to the students. We have a buffet coming up that will be on Carnival Friday. Yet to secure you, but for sure it will be happening. And everything that you contribute to our events goes straight to the students.
Yeah. We support these programs. There are many other programs in the college that we support. And then there are underprivileged kids as well. And this Christmas, we're going to put a smile on their face. All our initiatives are for the youth.
Definitely excellent initiatives on behalf of the NAPS alumni, and kudos to you both as well as the rest of the members of the executive. And most importantly, the NAPARIMA College students, as we can see
Big up
here,
the team.
You can take a look at the love that's been shown, the camaraderie, all of these players, and then the other taking their photographs. The celebrations are going to continue long into the night.
Immerse yourself in a world of possibility. Every element purposely designed. Every feature powerfully advanced. Every experience elevated. Experience power. Experience DeWalt XR.
Well, I'm smell. Well, I'm back in stock. Bleach, back in stock. Hand sanitizer, back in stock. Rubbing alcohol, back in stock. New in stock. Acetone, back in stock. More available in Tobago, back in stock.
When I hear her calling, it was neighbor Mildred. She come over early, say time to be fed. Please don't say I'm greedy, but I ain't fool yet. My husband gone by his mother and left me in a...
Yo, it's room! Naps Paradise Parang. I will be there live Friday the 5th of December. We heading down to Offside Restaurant and Lounge down in the Southland, down in South Park. You don't want to miss this. You're going to get a live performance like no other. I come in and hit all my hits. Naps alumni, big up yourself. It's room. I'm going to be there. So make sure and grab your tickets, grab your friends, grab the family. Come down the road and have a nice time. Cause it's Christmas, we come to drink rum. It's Christmas, now leave till it done. Boom!
Ay, 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 yeah. Neighbor, wake up, neighbor. Neighbor, wake up, neighbor. Hey. We come to drink rum.
Hi, David from Caps here. You see another bonus and you know what we're about here. Bundles and sales. We got our pine, our cherry, our all-purpose cleaner by the case. We got all prices for these. Our number one top selling the grease, sir. Get the prices you want. The best prices, black disinfectant. Tape it out.
Neighbor